What's shaking with the bacon, y'all? It's your favorite worst gamer, Straw Hat Kwaku, here to bring you a fully updated walkthrough for Wuchang Fallen Feathers latest patch update. And we picking back up right where we left off. We were exiting the Shu Sanctum. So this area is heavy on the corruption, so just try to make sure you got a decent build that has a pretty good corruption mitigation. If not, I would strongly advise that you keep a bunch of these purple camellia on deck, as well as these emerald lotus seeds. So if you notice, even with this corruption-based build, the corruption is still hitting hard. So that definitely has a lot to do with what level we are on at the moment. The moment that we level up enough to where our mitigation is a tad bit higher, then you'll start to notice that the build-up isn't as crucial. So the name of the game in this spot is look left, look right before you cross the street. There's literally ambushes almost around every corner. So we're gonna always proceed with caution. Before we jump out from coming out of an area, we're gonna scope it out first. Look left, look right. Looks like it's clear. We can go ahead and clear it. If not, we're gonna figure out how we're gonna get out of there without getting ambushed. All right, so beware of this area. This may look like it's a safe path, but it is a trap block right there, so always go around. All right, so going through this general area sometimes could be a little hassle because there are 3 of these casket demons or whatever. I like to call them. They do blight damage and they have a mean buildup, and you have to fight 3 of them all at the same time. My suggestion is make sure you got a nice sturdy weapon. They are weak against fire as well, so if you have fire magic or you want to hit them with a weapon that has fire or throw fire daggers at them, that works too. But just know they can shoot you from long range as well. Bombs tend to work really, really good. All right, so this pendant that we just picked up, very good pendant, pretty much essential for this area that we're in right now. We can take that, we can swap it with this one, and we can actually put that one in there. So we just put that one for damage to larger enemies, and then the other one for roars from beasts, so it doesn't stagger you or make you flinch and you have to mash the circle button or whatever button it is that you have to press. So before we walk ourselves into a situation that's ugly, we want to scope it out. Always lock on and then just kind of move your joystick around so you can see who's in the area and who's not. The bugs up top, those are probably worse than the actual casket demons. Because they're fast, they do serious blight damage, and even when they die, they're still attacking. There it is. And that blight buildup, it can definitely hit you hard because it pushes your health down to a certain threshold. Once your health is there, it won't let it build up until the blight goes away. So you can drink as much as you want or whatever the case is, but as long as you still got that blight on you, your health won't go back up. Ambush conquered. All right, so this is another spot where there's a ambush. This one's a little bit tricky because he's gonna come busting out of here. He has a spear. He's gonna basically try to thrust you. So what we want to do is we want to get behind him. We're gonna kind of turn the corner and bust a dodge. So, like so. Still took a little bit of damage, but rather that than him busting out and poking you, and you get poked off of the platform. We definitely cranked that elevator to send it just in case. That's what that's for. That's definitely a just in case type of moment. So if we do need to catch the elevator or we do die, then the elevator will be there already for us. So that screaming that we hear, that is actually a monster. It's right there. And that's one of the monsters that you need this pendant for, which make dealing with him a little bit easier. I'm not gonna say, it completely makes him, cakewalk, but it definitely lightens it. I like to hit them with bombs, easily kill them with a throwable. They do start stocking you up with more bombs too, just in case. And beware of the after death. The explosion is a corruption explosion, so it'll explode and hit you with crazy corruption damage. Like the buildup will be really quick and it hurts a lot. All right, so in this area right here, we got two things that we must get. That's this one there, which is twin infant pendant, and then the lost remains. After you get that, I mean, you can kind of skate through this part. This part right here is gonna give you a bit of a trick. It's gonna allow you to pick these up by the time you get close enough for that screaming scrotum sack thing over there. It'll be an ambush. This one's a little harder to get by because of where you are. If I'm not mistaken, 2 in the front, then 1 in the back. Oh, 2 in the back. Calm that blight damage down because it was getting ugly. It was about to actually cook me. But I don't know if you noticed, but they gave us a decent amount of bombs to throw, so we're gonna go ahead and put those bad boys to use. All right, so we are about to exit this general area. What we want to do is we want to watch out for this guy up top. Let's go ahead and sip from the board. Go ahead and shoot. Wow. There's that blight bomb that I was talking about. We didn't get to see it too much, but there it is. And they got pretty good aim and a decent range. So, like I said, be mindful of that. Not only are they casket boys, they're actually poisonous. Alright, so worry not. We have gotten to our next checkpoint. We will be getting a shrine very soon. But before we do, we're gonna go down here and we're gonna use our stealth abilities and we're gonna creep up on this bad boy right here. This is the guy. It should only take 1 obliterate, so to kill him. They kind of make it a little easy for you because he's a character or enemy that shows up later on in the game, and he's pretty strong. So they just had him there tweaking out for whatever reason. All right, now we're gonna go up here and we get our beautiful shrine, and then we can re-up on whatever we need to re-up on. All right, now that we've rested, now we can start doing a little maintenance. So let's go here. Let's see how much we've accumulated. We got 3 more on deck, so we got a total of 9. So right before we go ahead and get into this next boss fight in the area, we're just gonna go ahead and use our points and, you know, put them where we need to. And we went straight through the line, so we opened up this whole area. So now we can see everything on our left side. And remember, we are building up this left side. Yes, we are focused on our actual weapon, but at the same time, we are focused on building this left side up. The left side is your foundation. And without a strong foundation, you will fall. All right, so this boss is a large one, and he does a roar. So we have our two best pendants for this particular battle. I'm gonna actually put this on, the twin infant pendant, increases our stamina recovery. That's definitely super important. But oh wait, I gotta rest. I have to rest because I definitely added something to my mana vase, and then I've upped my number of temperance I have, and that doesn't reflect until you rest again. Like, so that none of the stuff that I did just came into play. Now you see, now I have 3 of the temperance, and then the equipped that I did for my mana base, which the loss remains, that gives us more per sip. All right, we're gonna go in here. This guy's pretty weak against flame. Fire is like everybody's weakness kinda in this first chapter. So be mindful. He's not too hard of a boss. You just gotta pay attention to his moves. He can get a little like, you know, flashy, but fret not. My one key thing of advice is to, when you see the floor glow, dodge. The moment you see it glow is when you dodge, okay? And same strategy like usual. I try to stay behind the enemy or like to the side to avoid them, you know, actually damaging or hitting me. So no contact really.
I beseech you, deliver me from this fate.
Always got to hit your victory dance or victory pose. Mine is Tai Chi every time. All right, so we just unlocked another one of the echoes. The echoes typically come from when you beat a boss. This echo literally has to be the most Skyborn might required. It's a pretty big move. And in all honesty, it's worth it in certain situations, like, you know, but to each his own, you know. Definitely had to take this way, because if we didn't, it'll take us straight up and we'll kind of miss out on some of the parts of the underground palace, or should we call it Tower of Sacrifice. Key item that's over here is a benediction, so we definitely want to grab that. And then we got some enemies to kill, so all right, so successfully made it back down. That's exactly what we wanted to do. Now we call our shoot, and now we can take it all the way up, because we've cleared this area of whatever it is that it had to offer us. And now we can go ahead and exit. We're on our way to Doom Willow Beach. And just as a heads up, when you get to Doom Willow Beach, there will be a shrine. That shrine is not a shrine. It's an enemy. So just keep that in mind before you know you go rushing towards the shrine. And we're gonna bump into our ally He as well. That lost package that we received earlier in the Buddha Cliffs, that's what we're gonna give him now. If you didn't pick up the lost package, just head back to the Buddha Cliffs and you can go ahead and pick it up there.
Wuchang, you made it. How's the arm? No signs of worsening. Good. Here, take this medicine from the boatman. It supposedly suppresses the feathering. I tried it myself. It's safe. I traded it for a small knife I carried. Fair exchange. Nothing worth keeping anyway. Easily replaced at sea. Locals call this Doom Willow Beach. Piles of corpses rotting on these shores. I had planned to cross here to reach the Tang Emperor's palace. If only I hadn't lost my pack. It contained quite a few useful things. Wow! Such a great find! Telescope, compass, and here. These are notes I made at sea. The road ahead is perilous. Take these clothes. They're spoils from the Wako pirates, but I've reworked them for better protection. I'll scout ahead and leave pinwheel markers.
All right, so now we're gonna adjust our gear to fit our situation that we're in right now. So we definitely want something that'll work with the burns and corruption as well, just a little bit, not too much. But we want to lean towards the burns and the fire, tenacity. Okay, so this is the shrine. The way that you know that if the shrine is real or if it's fake, you would notice that he's not holding an instrument. And as we get closer, it's not telling us to offer blood. That's when you know that it's fake. So you kind of proceed with caution. But once you realize that it's fake, hit it with something to get it, wake it up. And once you've killed them, then you successfully get your shrine. Now look at this shrine compared to the other one. This one has a guy, he's holding like a guitar instrument or whatever. And as we approached the shrine, it said offer blood. All right, so now let's make our way through this terrible beach. We do in fact have a inner demon we're gonna have to fight pretty early too. So definitely we gotta be prepared for that one. We definitely want to talk to him when we see him all the time.
Yourself, I see. Then I bestow this upon you. The feathered monstrosities grow empowered, enraged upon consuming it. They crave it endlessly. I shall send you to the next life, should the power overwhelm you.
So all he had to say was he would kill us. Long story short, I will kill you. ... Yo, bro just really jumped on top of me and sexually assaulted me, bro. What the hell? That's why I had to kill him. That's why he had to die. He had to die. He's just gonna sexually assault me like that. So this was where they were holding Lu Hung Lu. You could tell by the claw marks, scratches, and then if you were by the Reverend Temple when we over there looking, we had giant claw marks in the ground at the Reverend Temple. So that goes to show that Lu Hung Lu was making her rounds. Before we even go down the chute, let's just go ahead and rest. So we got a full 4 sips of the gourd. Everything refreshed. We're refreshed, full health. We're just gonna go down. This area does allow you to circle back around to the beginning, but we'll get to that point when we get to that point. So this is the part with the inner demon. Damn, she got a sexy walk. Yo, that's crazy. How did they do a video game like that? I'm gonna go ahead and alter my clothing just because this is the hairpin for that. We're gonna go with the bow. Whoa ho ho, yes ma'am. Yes sir. All right, so we definitely want to crank this up. Take one of those, and now we could get to it. When you do have the inner demon, utilize her. Use her. Allow her to beat other enemies for you. Or allow the other enemies to beat her up some, because they get tough. Like really tough. So now that we got that out the way, we just got a new piece to our Temperance on our feathered arm. Now we're just gonna make our way down until we circle back around. All right, so very important, critical. Pay attention to the water. If you see like little arms, or I don't even want to call it water, or whatever the hell this is, corruption juice. If you see little arms hanging out of it, just know that those are skeletons. Try to avoid stepping in it at all costs, and don't get yourself put into a situation that I was in just now, where I have all of those skeleton dudes at my feet. I got actual other people on top of me. It just doesn't end well when you're getting jumped like that. So, like I said, just try to stay out of the water. I mean, corruption juice. We just play the sides. Play those with the stick and move. Definitely could have got a lot uglier. Notice I definitely swapped out my gourd or my mana vase because I just don't have any more left, so it's no point in trying to hold on to that in my slot when I can put another health item that'll temporarily take its spot. Yeah, where your horse at now, pimpin'? Yerk. All right, so the moment that you actually step foot off of this wooden plank there, it's gonna be 50,000 skeletons jumping out trying to kill you. So yeah, that part. As I said, 50,000 skeletons trying to kill you. So best thing is to do exactly what I just did just now. Basically, once you step off the plank, you run straight over here to this area out of that stuff. Kick down that latch, well, bridge that we created. And then we deal with these dudes. So we separate them. And now we can deal with the trees. All right, pulling up on the red clad lady again. This time she's doing some weird stuff to a tree. Don't know what that is, but whatever. We'll talk to her.
Your arm. That energy seems even stronger now. The might of the primordial deity. No mere mortal should wield such force. You ought to be trembling, worm, to be given this divine gift. So, let's see, shall we? Will this immense power consume you, or will you conquer it? We'll find out soon enough.
All right, so we just scooped up that Divine Might spell. Could be missed if you don't walk past it, but you know, you should get it. It is a pretty good spell. It boosts the attack of your next move. So if you wanna, you know, you can swap something out for it. But as of right now, I think the spell lineup is okay. As long as we got some fire moves in there, it should definitely work out. We are about to get one of my top 5 spells. Let's go ahead and get this out of the space. Let's put something cooler, like these. We've gotten him out of the way. Now we can go ahead and pop this bad boy open. Take that. Now we got a Forgotten Remembrance, so we have something to look forward to once we go to a shrine. Go ahead and get another sip from our gourd, which puts us at 5 sips so far. So we are gonna take this ladder up so we could go ahead and make that shortcut that I was telling you about. That's gonna bring us right back around full circle. Keep eyes out on this area as you're going through it. It's gonna be skeletons that pop out. Just to give you a heads up. I like to do zigzags when I'm going through it. But whatever you can do to make it easier on you, by all means, but that's what I do. All right, so let's go to our temper. And we did get a new piece, which is the strength control. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use our handy dandy impetus. And we are going to find this. It unlocks another slot on our acupoint, which is very, very important. Very, very important. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put that there. Endurance, endurance, endurance. That's the name of the game. And then we can go ahead and add that. And remember, we have to rest after each time we do add something to our gourd. And then we can add that on there. So now we have 3 attached to our feathered arm. Let's go ahead and rest. And just to check, just gotta check our teleport to see what we have going on. Usually check the teleports to see where your NPCs are and if you got any side quests or anything you need to deal with. Looks like we don't have much of anything except for the Taoist, so he is okay. He not important. All right, now let's go this way. We're gonna go back the way we came. You almost got me. Right? And then this time we're gonna go up this ladder so we can go ahead and get that spell that I was telling you about. Really, really good, strong spell, and it has alacrity. Alacrity is basically another way to dodge. Like kind of like phasing through, like a see-through. Whoa. What's up, buddy? And there it is, we got burning flames. That's what we're definitely gonna equip that one. So that one's gonna replace this one. Bam, there it is. Trying to remember it. It sounded like there was a bamboozling over here, but I honestly can't remember if there's a bamboozling that pops up in this area. So what I'm gonna have to do is, first of all, we're gonna kill this guy before he makes me upset. Oh shit! Okay. As they're like hugging and like, he wasn't playing when he said it's a bunch of dead corpses. People just got burned to death. That's in this area. Like, it is excessive. That's one. All right. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to double back, hit the shrine, and come back to this area in particular. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and make my job a little easier. We have these feathered pearls. So you go ahead and pop one of these. It instantly takes you back to the last shrine that you went to at no cost of any red mercury, but it does heighten your madness. So that's a pretty good exchange for me. There's another one that, like, you use it and it cuts your red mercury in half. So just know that when you are using them, some of them do not allow you to do it without sacrificing the red mercury. All right, so back over here. I think the red eyes that we just fought, yep, is back in effect. Okay. All right, so it looks like we're gonna have to fight him again. This time, let's make this fight a little different. He's on fire. Is it the shoes? No, it's not. It's the heels. Okay, so same thing here. It's like we're doing everything all over again. We're gonna try to minus all the corruption. Take one of those. All right, and when we come down here, we're definitely gonna have to watch out for all of those skeletons again. But our main focus is, yep, it is a bamboozling over there. I knew it. I knew it. All right, I know that sound when I hear it. All right, so we're just gonna rush this way and shoot. Got him. All right, that's all we needed to do. Now we have to watch out for a million skeletons jumping at us like crack heads. Jump for crack. Well, let's fight him. Honestly, they're not even really worth the headache to sit there and fight all of them. It was like 10, 20 a piece. Like, come on, that's chump change. All right, so instead of going up the ladder, we're going straight forward. It should lead us right to a scary growling noise. That's where we're going. All right, so before we stepped into the fight, we just made sure that we, healthed up and we're not going into the fight with low health. We also want to put these on deck. This enemy in particular is very, very weak against fire. So what we need to do is just flame them out. We burn them, we get the flame temperance going. Oh, crap. Get the flame temperance going. We throw the bombs. We use our spells that has fire. Especially the one that we just recently got. Just like that, he's done. Very simple boss, very easy, straightforward. All you gotta do is just flame him out. He's a tree, he's a giant tree. So what do we do with trees? We burn them, turn them to paper. Now we can go ahead and do whatever we gotta do at this shrine. The next one's gonna be a little stretch from here. So whatever you gotta get done, get it done now. It says, so the Shoe Sanctum just popped up with our two guys. So let's actually travel there. Hand over whatever we gotta hand over to them. See what they got in stock. See if we gotta buy something. And then we'll go back straight to the mission.
This place is poorer than a beggar's sack. I better find richer pastures and pull off another big heist. You just wait, girl. One day. Hey! You made it. Got some new stuff for ya. Come back soon.
What treasures do you have for me today? Let me make an this bronze statue. Since you found this in the underground vault, I must tell you something. Word has it that there are two, Lu Bingzhang and Lu Bingcheng. Oh, only one Taoist returned. You've been to Doom Willow Beach, haven't you? Oh, it wasn't always like that. That giant tree? It used to be a peaceful place, but you might still see red ribbons tied to it from the old days. The place became a graveyard. They say an altar there is the source of the unholy soulward's awakening. Oh, you're lucky to have made it back. I'd steer clear if I were you.
And so that altar was what the red clad lady was doing. She was fueling that thing. All right, so it looks like he does have...
What treasures do you have for me today?
Two pieces that we would like to purchase. Before we go ahead and get into that, let's go ahead and sell the Mercury that we have now so we can make our coin. Let's trim any fat. Like these, I don't really find those useful. I like drinking the soup better. And these little corruption pills, they can go too. Flameward pills as well. Don't really use those for fire mitigation at all. All right.
Nothing good comes cheap, you know.
All right. Good.
What
So now
treasures
we
do you have for me
more
today?
money.
Let me make an
And we want to
assessment.
get this one. This is a good pendant to have when you're just running around exploring, doing the do, because you're fighting enemies. You know, you put into a situation where you might not have enough health. You kill them, you get health back each kill. So that's a plus, big time. This is a really good set right here. We'll ultimately end up getting that later.
If you've got
I try to utilize the gear that I have already, like the stuff that came with the deluxe package and all that other stuff. You know, if I didn't have that, then I would still be wearing my original clothes, or I would have actually wore what He Who's Out just gave us, the new pirate outfit. All right, so we broke it down and only got one, unfortunately. All right, now let's go ahead and teleport and let's go back to where we were, which is the corpse pit. And then from here, we should be making our way to the Tang Emperor's palace. So that's a plus.
Ming!
Just came over and ruined their whole little fire picnic. Surprisingly enough, the Ming guards with the shields and the spear are weaker than the ones without the shield. It's weird. They have way more tenacity. The ones without the shield and everything. Like, it's weird how that works. So we just got that incense burner. That's our first, well, I can't say our first, but our second piece that we got for Wuchang. Wuchang's pieces are usually found throughout the area.
Seems the road to a cure is long. The tongue emperor,
or like, you know,
according to the townsfolk,
off dead bodies.
This the rebels left. Perhaps they would you be kind enough?
But Wuchang definitely offers really, really good products when you do present him with stuff. He mainly carries like the benedictions, and if I'm not mistaken, spells. So he has the good. The other guy, not to say his stuff isn't good, but he carries the gear and the pendant. So, you know, it's a plus on his front too. Both good, both very useful. As we start going through, now this is when stuff is starting to get juicy as far as our items that we're picking up. And as far as enemies go, we are at the last stretch. So this technically is the last place before we end this chapter. So let's applaud ourselves for actually making it through without a death. Ming guard with the dual wield. Remember, he is definitely one of the toughest ones out of all the Ming guards. That was alacrity just now. Notice how I just like phase through him. As long as you time it correctly, you'll phase through enemies' attacks with that particular magic spell. Not all magic spells have the alacrity either, so you have to just check and see which ones have it, which ones don't. I know for sure that this one right here has alacrity, the Echo of Liu Bingzhang. So we had that earlier in the game. All the other ones, no alacrity. All right, so now we're gonna do this here. Why do I still have this? Get rid of that. Whoa. Just remember that this Ming guards with the spear and just the spear typically do a 3-piece combination. So usually when he swings, it's always 3 different variations of swing. So 1, he'll do a 2, and then maybe he'll jump up and, you know, try to hit you. The pendant that we just got is very good. Very, very good. Very, very good. Definitely an offensive pendant. I'm not gonna use it right at this moment. Well, actually I can, because right now we're not fighting any large enemies, so I can just remove this one and then actually put this new one on. So it increases the stab power. So that's a plus. So on alert for the ambush. As soon as we hit this corner right here, guy's gonna come out with a spear blazing. And then he comes creeping up right after. So this area brings us right back to the shoe sanctum. This is that giant door that was pretty much locked to us earlier on when we created a shortcut by the shoe sanctum. But this brings us right back to the shoe, right back to it. You go out there, it'll lead us to that shortcut where we fought the little mini men with the flamethrowers. We're definitely not going in that direction. We're going right up here. Trying to be real stealth-like, but stealth is as good as you can hold that walk button. I feel bad for the people who play on PC because there is no like walk button. Like, how do you walk if you're playing on the PC with the keyboard? Like, how does that work? And there's our first death. That's it. I spoke way too soon, thinking I was gonna make my way through. Got taken out and brought all the way back here. Yes, all the way back here. That was definitely a bad bind to get put in just now. I have to make my way all the way back to that area. And then once I get there, since my madness was maxed out, I have to fight myself on steroids. And of course, this time around, since I've lost it all, things are gonna get way more complicated. It always usually works like that. I'm like running around on a vengeance. Like I'm angry. I have anger. You know what I could have done? I could have just took the shortcut. I could have just went to the shoe sanctum and took the shortcut, and it would have brought me right back where I was at. Of course I think of that after the fact. Like once I'm like damn near there. See, that confrontation right there, that back and forth between me and that Ming guy with the spear and the shield, kind of shows the downside of using the one-handed sword. Like, he's literally beating me through the moves that I'm hitting him with. I'm trying to unleash the heavy attack. And the heavy attack, when you're doing it with the one-handed sword, it takes forever. It's like he has to stab you like 1,000 times in the back before you decide to turn around in order for you to get that obliterate. which is beyond me. Like I don't get why it's so much extra stuff. Like why does the move cost so much? Like why is it so taxing? We sent this little man's out there to get killed. Oh well, right? He said better you than me, but you still died anyway, bro. So you should have went first. Be a leader. Be a leader. Dog on this side. Like, I hate the damn dogs. In every game, every fucking Souls game, I hate the dogs.
Wretch, take this! Too fast!
All right, so there is my red Mercury sitting right there in that purple blob. Now, the headbanger is, it's me, the red Mercury, and him. I'm gonna try to draw her over towards this guy. Don't fight me, fight each other. That dude like, nah, I don't want that smoke. Up there it is. There it is. They started the brawl. Ding, ding, ding. You can go ahead and enjoy the view. Look at that over there. Hope they don't decide to gang up on me. Like, you know, just switch the whole narrative. Like, man, we not fighting each other. Let's kill him. So, you know, I came over and, you know, did my 1s and 2s and got them out of there. And got my red Mercury back. So, yeah, that's the easiest way to utilize your evil clone. They're very strong. They beat up a lot of the other enemies. So you might as well just use them to your advantage. As long as they could start tussling or one hits to the other, it's a fight. But here we go. Our first riddle door. I have no clue how these riddles work, what they're trying to say. I just know the answers, okay? Don't judge me. So this one's a winged ascension. Each time we open one of these bad boys, there's usually a benediction somewhere incorporated. There you go. And there's about 3 of those type of doors. The ones with the riddles. And then there's other doors that's like that, but you don't have to solve a riddle. You just have to crack them things open. And that is, in fact, a trophy when it's 7 of them. So if you get all 7, Get a nice trophy. All right, created that shortcut. That kind of helps. Climb up. I don't get why she can do all the things that she's doing, but she can't climb up. I don't know. Whatever. To me, it doesn't make sense. But anyway, we're gonna go this way. We're gonna skip shenanigans, go straight up here, and we're gonna catch our shrine because we do not want to have to go back to Doom Willow Beach in the corpse pit, right? Right. So we're not gonna pay anything any mind. Like I said, we're running straight to the shrine. Let's offer the blood. Now that we've done this, a lot more comfortable. Told you that the stretch from this shrine and the shrine that we initially was at, it was a pretty long stretch. All right, so we're going to have to. Oh, nice, yo! Look what it did to my stamina. All right, there is a bamboozling here. That time I had to run down on him because I didn't have any Skyborn might, so I just had to clap him myself, which works very well if you can get close enough. It definitely works. It's a thing, but in some cases he's not close enough, or you're too far, or there's like 3 enemies. You go to lock onto him, you lock onto another one. It could be a plethora of different. Oh, almost forgot about this guy. He comes busting out of here. He's supposed to ambush you, but if you catch this guy sleeping, then he busts out of it. Other evil twin.
So it's lurking down there now,
she's always like talking in riddles or whatever.
It's a strange beast,
but
huh?
It's hard to understand her because she's been through a lot. You can tell.
Like you've hit rock bottom, friend.
No, baby, it looks like you hit rock bottom. If you see what she looks like underneath, I usually try to get like a good peek of it. Look, like if you I'm trying to get a good shot of her face. See? Like she literally has feathers growing out of her face, out of her head, and that's me. That's the worst version of myself. You go ahead and take off that cloak that she's wearing, and you'll see huge giant scar on her chest with the emblem, and like feathering or whatever. She looks bad. She looks bad. I feel sorry for her when I see her, because I know that that's me. The chisel. All right, so once we unlock that chisel area, that is where the boss fight will go down. But before we even get entangled with the boss, all right, let's knock him off. He's get out of here, bro. But there's a mini boss right before you have to fight her. The mini boss definitely is beneficial towards the cause. She has something up her sleeve. Resistance. All right, we're gonna go with this one. I'm just trying to like pre-set up my build before we go into this fight against the boss. She's gonna close the door and lock it on us, force us to fight her, which is kind of messed up. Because what if I didn't want to fight? It's so crazy that she does like this whole like tongue kissing mode or whatever, bro, and you can't really dodge. I mean, like go against it. Like I tried to hit it with the alacrity and it did not work. But yeah, that's the move that you definitely want to try to avoid at all costs. Damn tongue kiss. Like dancing in a circle. She gave me the key and I just retrieved her whole outfit. So that's definitely a good little fit. As far as mitigation goes, I'm not too sure what is good on, but it's like more tended to like despair and like magic and feathering. Blunt too. All right, after that fight, we go back to the shrine. We add what we've just received to our skill tree. Rest, so it comes into effect. And then we head back down here and we get straight into the nitty. Meantime, while I'm doing that, I can go ahead and think about how we're gonna have to fight Hongland. So here, also got red Mercury essence off of that one. Only got one, so let's add it. Bam. So we got another little potency. It's potent, baby. It's potent. Not poking, potent. And then let's go ahead and enter the dream. Intergalactic. So this right here, it opens up your Temperance, so you get other options like leech, feathering, blight, arcane, magic. You just got to get to it. My personal favorite is the feathering one. Go ahead and equip it. It basically goes with any weapon unless that weapon has an attribute already fixed to it. Like for instance, you will get a sword called the Flame Bringer. And clearly it brings the flames, so it only allows you to use the fire needle. So we are prepared. We are prepared. We prepared. We're not prepared. We really not prepared. All right, so let's get prepared. The attributes don't look too bad for this Overlord fit, but we definitely can be way tougher. Like you see this right here, the mitigation on this joint is beast mode. But we do have something that sits in that range. This one. It is this one. This one's very tough. Tough as nails, bro. With this cap, tenacity 2.3. Now the bad thing is it has nothing else. All it has going for it is like the physical attacks, the blunts, the slashes, the dashes, the crashes. This one has high tenacity. And then the pants, 16, 11, 10, 11, 8.5, 12. 10? Yeah, I'll go with it. All right, boom. Now look at me. I look like I'm ready to drill. All right. So let's go ahead and jump in here and let's shoot our shot with the lady herself. Make sure that we got everything that we need lined up. All right, perfect. Come on, let's go.
That is sacred, not for your hands.
Hunglan is definitely one of those bosses that are on the tougher side, especially in the beginning chapter. Like for her to be tough like this, crazy. So much for that. I swear at one point, like I was unstoppable fighting her. Like now it's like I feel stoppable. All right, nah, but this is the last one. We're not gonna fight her more than 3 times. That's that. All right, this is the last time. Like I'm about to be her. This is very, very bad. Embarrassing. Like the fuck? She's supposed to been dead. All right, let me actually put some useful shit in my lineup because I keep forgetting to add more health items. I could have beat her if I had a little bit more health. It would have been that first try where I smoked her thanks to me having more health. But the moment I went to try to get the health, she killed me. Trying to navigate to a pause screen when the game doesn't pause is like the hardest shit ever. Like I hate the
That is
developers
sacred,
who ever
not
thought
your
of
hands.
the game not having a pause. Like what the fuck? That defeats the purpose, bro. Like the fuck? Why not play the game and I can't pause it, bro? Like that's weird. But anyway, let's get it shaking, bro. damn time, bro. Holy shit. Yo, how many L's was that just now? That was 3. 3 L's back to back, bro. She did it to me, but man,
Cloud frost.
that shit was not supposed to go down like that, bro.
Descended.
Definitely not.
I.
Guess I'm back to the drawing board, man. That just means I suck. That's all I said. I still suck.
Wuchang! Wuchang!
You are finally awake. Her Yuzai brought you back here. I am now. I won't pry.
All right, so we're gonna stress the dialogue. Go ahead and get him out of the way. He's annoying. I hate that Taoist, to be honest. Like I try not to,
Bless this
but
endeavor.
I hate him.
And
Like,
protect
I don't
us
like
from
the Taoist.
danger.
I don't like what he says. I don't like him. Damn him. The snake, bro.
You've finally awoken. Fortunate time while you were unconscious.
Go ahead
Take it
and
slow,
bleed his.
okay? But tell
He
me,
kind of knows
how
about the
did you end up
Taoist too,
fighting the
bro.
Imperial Guard?
He instantly says something that's like,
So, that which we sought was hidden beneath
fishy,
the palace
fishy,
after
fishy.
all. But that woman took it. I spoke with a Taoist.
Yeah, she took our damn
Saw her leading
chisel.
the Imperial Guards through the side gate of Reverent. Behind that gate lies a cave with a passage that leads all the way to Cloudspire. You've just recovered. Don't strain
All right,
yourself.
so now we gotta go to Cloudspire.
Stay here while I go confront them in Cloudspire. One more thing.
Handy dandy.
Be cautious around that Taoist.
I will.
For days, he's been muttering strange things about you. It's unsettling, to say the least.
Yeah, he's a creep. He's a creep, bro. Damn Taoist, you just like hanging over me,
You've been unconscious for days.
muttering
I
whatever
told you
you're
to stay
saying.
away from the palace. The
And then
old
this
Taoist's
lady-
been tending to you.
I honestly
why
don't know
you're
how to
healing
feel
so
about
fast.
her. Like, I don't know if
You've got the look of a warrior.
if
Are you here to battle
she's
the
on
forces
my
of evil?
side or is she against me?
And
Is she
Jiang
with me
Xinjiang,
or against me?
ravaged Shi,
Because
he's dead now. But
her-
Liu Shu took his body
her
to Zhenyi
henchman
Temple.
it's Hong
No
Lan.
telling what- if
And
you're
every
heading that
time
way,
we see each other, it's
mind
on
doing
sight.
some
Like
deep
we
Abby
fight
Wizzy
every
here
time.
at the
So
temple
like,
to learn what you
why are
uncover.
you here talking to me and telling me stuff about, you know, temple and do this and do that? And you work with the ops. Like the op is like basically your lover. Like, but then you like, yeah, so like low key, like stay clear of, you know, the Tang's palace. Like, okay. And then I get there and who's there? Fucking Hong Lan. Like ready to fight me and stuff. Like, oh, that's why you said stay away, huh? Like, fucking weirdo. Yeah, see? Wow, that's crazy. Yo, I was so not paying attention to the mastery I could have put on my sword, and I honestly think that would have made a huge difference during that fight. Like, cause now my sword is on like 4, you know, like it was. Oh man, that's crazy. That's crazy. I would have probably did better. No one ain't crying over spilled milk now.
Oh! You've managed to open the door? You've got some skill. Beyond this cave lies Cloudspire. Here, take this. The road ahead is long, my friend.
So he just blessed us up with some soup. Very, very essential for where we're about to go. It's very cold. Very cold. You need soups and you need these mind lotus seeds right here. These things right here. These are the 2 things that you need going into this area. Gear wise, we're definitely gonna change it up. We're gonna go with like an all-arounder type of vibe. When it comes to mitigation, I'm always shooting for this one right here. This one is beast mode when it comes to the resistance. Like, it has the highest numbers and it's very consistent. Right along with this here. This is 46.1 on the frostbite, and then the despair is 91, so that's good. I should have wore this fighting Hongland because it has like beast, like the blunt is basically martial arts. So when you see blunt, you think of maybe an axe, right? Or like a bat. But then again, they're not walking around with bats and stuff. They're using their fists. So when you have to deal with somebody who's using kicks and punches, that's considered blunt. So and she does that a lot. Like half of her moveset is kicks and punches. But let's see what we can get. Okay. As far as arms goes, like, it's nothing really like standing out to me. So just shoot for whatever. I'll go with this one. Then let's see, pants wise. It's usually these pants right here. These ones right here. The tenacity is pretty good. 20. So let's go ahead and make our way towards Cloudspire. Take this little back entrance. Notice that we did talk to Nien, so we can progress his story. Next time we see him, he'll probably be somewhere messed up and capping. So we want to make sure that we can expose him for his cap. Now, only way to expose him for his cap is you gotta be talking to people and getting the scoop on what's going down. You can't believe everything that you hear on this game, really and truly. You can't believe everything that you hear, and you can only believe half of what you see. If you keep that in mind, you just might make it to the end without being deceived. Play for a sucker. Go ahead and kill this dog. Damn. Puppy chow. Let's go up beyond. Let's grab this. Just drop it in here. This way. Let's kill this dude that's right here, hanging over this corpse, like robbing him. Like, the dude is dead, bro, and he just on top of him, like digging in his pockets. Like, those dudes are really savages, bro. It's not just Wu Gang. Like, at least Wu Gang set up shop. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna post up right here, set up shop. You come and you cop if you want. I don't know what he does, you know, during his spare time, but when I need him at that shop, he's there. Not like pillaging off of dead people. Every time you see one of these dudes, they're next to a dead body. Like, all right. So here we're going to go ahead and do Tai Chi. My favorite. Damn, with the red eyes. That means she in demon mode. When eyes are red, the maddening is max, baby. Tai Chi. Now we got a beautiful red Mercury essence. That's just free little stat just for doing a little Tai Chi. Slide over here, grab that. Let's go up elevator. Now this is when things start getting real. The moment we go deeper into the ground, we're gonna need to keep these on deck, and then my default spell is good. It's a fire spell because there's giant trees that hit really hard. Like, it's kind of weird saying that, but it's like, it is what it is. But we'll be there momentarily, so we can just get through this little whoop-de-whoop. Rise, my boy. Keep that stamina pumping. Use damage. So let's take that one. Let's maneuver. Let's put that one back on. Stamina recovery speed. Larger enemies. Honestly, I think every enemy is like larger than Wuchang. Like that's the plus side about it, bro. Like she's small, so yeah, almost everybody is bigger than her. Except for like little guys like him or whatever. But yeah. Right, so he's a red eye. Even though he may not seem like it, he is a tough one. Wow, we beat the red eyes up as quick as possible. He just gave me brilliant red feather. That's a leveled up version of the paint. I believe once you get the brilliance, you're able to bump your mastery up to like 5 and 6. As your mastery gets higher, you're gonna need a different type of red merc. So stepping out of there, if you turn right, bam, we have another benediction door. This one, another quiz. Pop quiz. Okay, delusions grip, conviction burns, greed and folly take their turns. Breathless wails pierce through the night, lifeless forms devoid of light. What's the answer? Is it follow the course of destiny or challenge the threads of fate? Like, how do you get the answer from that? Like, but the correct answer is challenge the threads of fate. Maybe if you read it back a few more times, wait, you can't. It might make sense, but I don't know. Every time I try to make it make sense, I don't get it, bro. It's going way over my head. So I must be an idiot. Something. Right? Over there, we're gonna run right over here. Checking both sides. Look at this beautiful view. The scenery is amazing. Then we're gonna talk to this poor little princess right here. Typically, we kill women like that.
You're going to cross the bridge? I don't know if you're so I'm from whom may favor thee.
She's basically from the town that we're about to go into. She got some deeper issues going on, and I don't care. But we will help her. Because we are not jerks. We're the good guys. Good gal.